Some of the slap-happy nutsacks over at Activision are starting to realize that they can't be king shit of Turd Mountain forever and ever and ever, and just stay at the top looking down at everybody. Ha 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 ha! Look at our numbers, look at our multiplayer fucking people that are always playing our games and never playing yours, despite the fact that you were trying to say that it's going to be a very innovative part of all of your franchises, and you're trying to go and shake up the gaming world. We don't think so. We have Call of Duty in our name. We are putting out 2 titles per year to go and maximize our revenue and make sure that everybody and anybody is playing. Oh shit! We just noticed that with our next installment, Call of Duty Ghosts is not performing up to task. As a matter of fact, it's doing half as well. Shit. Well, don't worry. Speaking of mountains, while we're on the mountaintop, I have a mountain of excuses I'm gonna go and use in defense of why our sales are not up to snuff. You see, it has to be undoubtedly because of the next console gen being ushered in. That has to be it. You see, people are spending money on hardware. They want Xbox Ones, they want PlayStation 4s, and I think those people are losing sight of the software side of things and are not buying our games. That has to be it. Don't worry, we'll make up those numbers eventually, even though 9 times out of 10 most of the numbers that you're going to have are within the first 2 weeks of a game being released, but we're not going to mention anything like that. Breathe! So, let's go and move on from something like that, shall we? We're also not going to mention the fact that Call of Duty 2, which was a multi-platform release that was going from PlayStation 2 and Xbox into Xbox 360, and it performed better on Xbox 360, and we're just gonna kinda ignore that. The same thing with Call of Duty 3, but all in all, I'm not going to mention anything like that, because if I did, that would mean that I'm admitting to being wrong. Somebody asked me about the potential of franchise fatigue. We don't really like words like that around here. We also don't like to hear things about innovation. Get away with that. You see, franchise fatigue, that's something that Call of Duty isn't capable of. You see, we have 2 completely separate development teams that are working tirelessly with a whole bunch of people cracking whips no less and then chucking bricks and stones at them to make sure that they are capable of going and making the best game ever. And when I say best game ever, I just mean the same exact game that Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is, just reskin and we tweak a couple things here and there and just keep putting it out because nobody seems to notice the difference. And since they don't notice the difference, we won't have to put a lot of time or effort or even thought into this, then, I mean, hell, why not? Just keeps on making money, so we're gonna keep on making money. And I'm currently saying all this while standing on hookers, blow, and a mountain of cash right now, so it's actually working out quite well. As a matter of fact, I just blew up 3 yachts for the sheer shits and giggles of it. They were gold, too. Solid gold. Didn't even fucking matter. I just spray painted, fuck you, Battlefield. Oh, and Battlefield, by the way, that's something else we'll go and mention around here, because I know that they're constantly trying to go and take our crown, but it's my crown, damn it. I'm the one that wears it. You don't see the crown right now, but it's actually invisible. It has like the Predator type ability, where it's able to go and click, 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 make that noise, and then it's able to go into the background and shit. You can't see it. It's like stealth camo and stuff. I call it the Solid Snake. Speaking of Solid Snake, keep on working it, girls. But don't worry, I know that all of you out there definitely want the new Call of Duty, even though there's a shit ton of other games out there that offers a lot more variety, a lot more gameplay, and a lot more innovation than anything that we're capable of fucking spewing out whatsoever, because, well, we're just beating the dead horse at this moment until it dies off, and then we're probably going to try to resurrect something like Guitar Hero or Tony Hawk, even though we just got them gimmicky as shit and ruined them. But, you know, we're not doing that with Call of Duty or anything. We're Activision. We're not known for things like that after all. We are? Fuck that person. He's fired. Assassinate him. But this is the figurehead of Activision. Money, more money, and laziness will be the best. That's not how he ends his videos? Oh, I should be fired? Folks, let's be realistic here. Call of Duty is getting really boring. It has been boring for a really fucking long time. The last innovative thing that they even tried to do an experiment with was the fucking zombies mode. That's the last thing I gave a fuck about, and even that, they don't really do a whole hell of a lot with it. It's just endless fucking zombies showing up, and you know, it's fun for a little while, but I'll just go play Left 4 Dead. Sorry. So, I want to understand this. You're going to make tons of excuses, but not actually own up to the fact that your franchise isn't really as great as you want to portray it to be. That's all that there is to it. I don't give a fuck if you're watching this and you're like, I love it to death and then some. Be honest, you're still playing the same exact game that you played for the last how many fucking entries into the series prior to that. What? Oh man, I noticed they changed a couple things here. They've even reused complete scenes. Action for action, fucking movement for movement, because they were so fucking lazy. The one-player mode, most people don't even fucking touch ever to it. Instantly on into multiplayer. So they all try with the one-player mode, like 9 times out of 10. It's like 4 hours long or some shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? 4 hours long? If that was somebody's main purpose for getting the game, like they didn't even want to deal with the multiplayer aspect of it and just wanted to deal with the one-player campaign, $60 down the fucking drain within a couple hours. That's fucking mind-blowing and just makes my butthole fucking pucker and then want to vomit up everything that I fucking ate. So, Activision, go fuck yourselves. I never have anything honestly good to say about Activision because I think of them like EA, one of the most evil fucking companies in the entire world, and they have this thing of milking the living shit out of things till they're dead. I mean, till those fucking teats run fucking dry and just like flatline, and don't worry, we'll move on to the next thing and then buy up some other franchise and ruin that to fucking hell and back. Ah, rest in peace, Guitar Hero and Tony Hawk. So, and you can tell right now, I don't have a lot of positive things to say about it, but I used to get into the Call of Duty games like a long time ago, but after a while, it seriously is just fucking boring. That's me. I mean, you can have your different fucking opinion. From my perspective, it's just boring. I'd rather go play other things. So, there. So you got to hear my version of what I think the fucking retards over there are thinking. I got to go and say the exact fucking words that they were trying to go and use in defense of these lackluster sales that are in half. The fact that, you know, last gen, they were fucking booming success. This time around, oh, excuse after excuse, even though you're still #1 in sales. Give me a fucking break, man. Anyway, so I will conclude this, like always, the right way. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.